Welcome to a special episode of The Empire of Kindness. Today, we take a moment to reflect on the impact of Pope Francis and his enduring commitment to kindness. As we revisit his actions, we'll explore how he navigated both praise and criticism while advocating for compassion in a world that often seems devoid of it. Join me in a look at someone who made an impact with kindness. Pope Francis, born Jorge Mario Bergoglio in Buenos Aires, Argentina, embodied a spirit of kindness from a young age. He grew up in a family that valued humility and service, and he spent his early years observing the struggles of those around him. These experiences deeply influenced his view on kindness and compassion, shaping the leader he would eventually become. As a Jesuit priest, he dedicated much of his life to serving marginalized communities, understanding firsthand the pain of poverty and injustice, which fueled his desire to promote kindness. This commitment became evident long before he ascended to the papacy, as he worked among the underprivileged, showing that leadership could transcend mere authority. It could be an act of love and service. When Jorge Mario Bergoglio became Pope Francis in 2013, he did so with a renewed vision of the Church, one deeply rooted in kindness. His inaugural message emphasized the need for compassion and humility. He famously asked, "Who am I to judge?" This surprising statement heralded a shift in the Church's approach, encouraging kindness towards all, including those often marginalized by society. However, this open-mindedness was not without its challenges. Although many embraced his progressive views, traditionalists within the Church criticized him. They argued that some of his ideas diluted the Church's doctrines. Yet Pope Francis embraced these challenges, maintaining that kindness and inclusivity should be at the heart of faith. His leadership sparked conversations that were sometimes uncomfortable, reminding all of us that kindness does not always mean agreement. It can also involve having difficult conversations, pushing boundaries, and confronting uncomfortable truths. Throughout his papacy, Pope Francis was noted for his efforts to embody kindness. He extended compassion to refugees, the poor, and those suffering from discrimination, visiting places where many feared to tread. His visits to refugee camps and his calls for acceptance were powerful symbols of kindness in action. His encyclical, Laudato Si, illustrated his understanding that kindness extends beyond humanity to our planet. He urged everyone to care for the earth, emphasizing that our treatment of the environment reflects our values of kindness and stewardship for future generations. However, his stance sometimes provoked criticism from those who believed that his focus on environmental issues distracted from other pressing matters. Yet, amidst such criticisms, he remained steadfast, inspiring many to embrace kindness in various forms. He demonstrated that a commitment to empathy could manifest through advocacy for social justice and care for our planet. Pope Francis's journey was not devoid of controversy. Through his statements on controversial topics, he often forced backlash from both within and outside the Church. Some labeled him too progressive, while others felt he wasn't doing enough to uphold traditional values. Herein lies a poignant lesson about kindness. It can be both a loving gesture and a contentious discourse. Despite these challenges, he demonstrated that the path to kindness often requires courage. The courage to face dissent, to uphold one's values, and to remain authentic in the pursuit of a more compassionate world. His ability to engage with criticism while promoting kindness left a lasting impact on how leadership could be conceived. As we conclude this review of Pope Francis's commitment to kindness, we see more than just a leader of the Catholic Church. For many, he was a symbol of hope, a reminder that kindness could bridge divides and transform society. Regardless of how you may feel about the Church, the papacy itself, or Francis's efforts, his legacy invites all of us to reflect on how we can cultivate kindness in our lives, even in the face of adversity. Thanks for listening. And remember, kindness first, kindness always.